just somebody that heard the accident. He lived probably a half a mile away from the accident, and he said it sounded like a bomb went off. She didn't die instantly. She had a rosary hanging on her mirror in her car, and that's the first thing she grabbed. And he told her, I'm here to help you. I'll pray with you. Well, let's pray. So he says he started saying the Our Father with her, and then she just closed her eyes. He didn't even get to finish. I had a bad feeling about Danielle all day, that it's just a mother's instinct that a mother has. And when she came home about 5:30, and I was happy, and she had told me she was going to go visit a friend in Bernalillo. And then I got edgy again, and I told her, no, why don't you go tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday, and you have the weekend to go see your friends. Why don't you just stay home tonight? She says, no, Mom, you worry too much. So Danielle decided to go to her friend's house, and it was only about 15 minutes. I had taken a shower, and I had just gone out, and I saw a niece come to my house, and I saw her coming up the steps. And I told my husband, oh my God, I think something happened to Danielle. And he says, oh, you worry too much. And she came in and she told me that Danielle had been in a car accident. And I asked her, is she okay? And she says, I don't know. She says, you guys just need to get down there. And it happened about a mile and a half away from our house. So me and my husband got in our cars, and we drove, my niece drove us over there. And when we got to the accident site, I saw so many people there. And my whole family lives in Placitas, so my whole family was there because they were on their way home from work and stuff. And I looked at Danielle's car, and I didn't see it wrecked anywhere on the side or the back, but I saw it against the guardrail. And then I saw an ambulance there, so I told my husband, well, she must be okay because the ambulance is still there. And I got down, and I saw an officer, and I asked him, how's Danielle? Where is she? And he just looked at me with this look on his face and just pointed into the ambulance. So I walked in, and I saw my mom standing there. And she looked at me, and she told me, Danielle's gone. And I said, what do you mean she's gone? She told me she's dead. Danielle's dead. I looked at Danielle laying there like she was asleep because she wasn't hurt anywhere. She had a little bit of blood on her nose. And I looked at her, and I shook her, and I said, Danielle, wake up. Mom's here, please wake up. She wouldn't wake up. And something like this, a tragedy like this, can tear a family apart, or it can bring them closer. And ours, it kind of brought us closer. But it really affected my other two girls, especially my 15-year-old. She kind of broke away from us. She built this wall around her. She didn't want none of us to be around her, to be close to her, because she said it hurt so much that she lost her sister, that if she lost one of us, she didn't want it to hurt as bad again. And my younger daughter really missed her because the night she was going to go visit her friend, she wanted to go with her, and Danielle wouldn't take her. But Danielle used to take her everywhere, so she couldn't understand why Danielle couldn't take her that day. So she feels that she didn't get to say goodbye, and Danielle's mad at her for not saying goodbye to her. So she regrets that and can't forgive herself for not saying goodbye. I don't call Danielle's death an accident because it's preventable, and people need to stop and think and make a plan before they drink and drive. Because if I can stop anybody, even if it's one person out there not to drink and drive, then I've done something. My name is Tina Romero, and my daughter Danielle, she was 18. She was killed by a drunk driver.